Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Killer 7. So, in the first episode here, I managed to basically not get past more than the first enemy in the whole game. Like there is a lot of difference here, like as far as what the game actually is. And how it actually controls compared to what you would just normally expect from a from this kind of experience. So, like, one of the things that
Don't make me say it again. Wait here.
I had to look at a walkthrough just to get past the first boss because I didn't realize I was actually doing any damage. Really, it just comes down to the fact that the enemy was just not really responding. So with that, I kind of know I should really be playing with this character pretty quickly, because if I can get this character leveled up to level 4 in each of its 4 power, speed, wave, or criticals elements, then you automatically have a critical lock that will make the game way easier. Now you do get critical locks
Wait here. Don't make me say it again.
for the other enemies too, but it doesn't. Let's see. What I want to do here also is, like, there's no pause menu here. I'm gonna just hit F11 and make sure I know which button is the actual button on the keypad for the combo shot, because that was the other thing about it, that there's probably some non-default options. Yeah, Y is use special, X is to map and scan. So it is assumedly the Y button. I just didn't have enough vials of blood to use the special charge shot that this character has, because he needs 3 vials of blood. Once you get critical shots, in particular, which is hitting the glowing part, you also then have an element of combos that you can go for. So there's a lot here that I just did not engage with in that first playthrough. And yeah, that's a problem, certainly, that you could get to an entire game and not get past this one point here. This is a duplicator egling heavenly smile retrofitted to clamp down on the city. This sucker pumped out countless duplicates that could take this country down. Hey Smith, it's your job to eradicate heaven smile, right? Then seek the queen. The gatekeeper is in charge of the queen. Give this to the gatekeeper. He won't be disappointed. So, we've got a bullet. So we now have a soul shell. Alright. So, instead of going further in that direction like you would in a normal game, seems like we're backtracking now. And the gatekeeper is not there, so not really sure where I'm supposed to be going now. Seems like we might have a different direction now. So yeah, we're collecting blood with each of these fights, and the idea would be to get more of a combo going. Definitely just generally making way more progress than I did before. Let's see what this guy has to say. Master, we're in a tight spot. They say to listen to this guy really carefully. Life is precious, and enemies mean business. They're called Heaven Smile, but the look at their eyes, there's nothing heavenly about them. In the name of Harman. So, no real hint there other than just be careful about your health. You really do seem like you have about 5 bars of health that are depicted with the eyeball. Interesting. So we have to remember that these guys are so yeah. Seems like I'm not close enough. I probably should not raise my health up any higher. This game definitely wants to be very bloody. I don't think you really get extra blood by being particularly close to these guys. Now at the beginning of the game, they definitely gave the indication that there was only 14 or 15 of these guys, but I think that is completely untrue. Alright. Let's see, now we have a different Harem's room, which is interesting. I'm assuming at the TV here, there's not a lot to do other than to create vials and then potentially return back to like this character.
These kinds of things.
See, I don't think I got any vials at all for that. So I hope I didn't just waste blood.
Wait, don't make me sick.
As far as the thick blood.
Don't make me sick. Wait here.
So yeah, you could swap between different characters. I still don't know what waking up the characters really would have done. And then further in the room we have a different character hanging around that doesn't seem to be a save character. And reading all of this does seem like this would be a lot of extra stuff. Let's see, who's Camilla? There's a traitor amongst the enemy who wants to defect to your side. Interesting. His body is stark white, but stained with blood. So if you see a white heaven smile stained with blood, shoot it with a special ability? And it does just kind of seem like we're going to have to read a couple of these each time we find one of these rooms. I think... When dressed formally, she's all work and no play. She's reliable. Save money, uses the 7 saves, but beware. When she's in her street clothes, she's a terror. Out of control net surfer. The room with red lamp indicates formal attire. The room with green lamps, her casual garb. And the name of Harman. No, I guess I'm confusing Haram and Harman. I don't think I've ever heard of Harman. So, I don't know if the maid is supposed to be Harman. But noticeably, I cannot save here. So you would want those kinds of criticals. And you interesting angles there. I had to pick. You would want critical shots, and that's what's going to make like the game easier. Here we have a micro smile, which there I got a critical from way far away. Interesting how that guy so there at the top it said double, so that was the blood. I don't know why I shot there. It does just kind of feel like the game is kind of crazy in that there seems to be a lot of focus. I don't know if we're really supposed to be helping people, if we really care at all. Here we have a new character called Yoon Hyun. You tell me how old Smith. Things good with Mills now? That old Smith, not much of a successor. But good man, yes. Thank you, much gratitude. So there seems to be a lot of craziness in this story and a lot more characters. Ready for today's hint? I checked the candlesticks. A strange decision indeed. It is hidden here. And the order is hidden here. You want to know more? Then use this mask. Shoot the mask and the mask will tell you. But watch out. The mask lusts for blood. Thicker blood. Demons lust for blood, yes? If you're brave, shoot the mask. So this seems like you'll get a hint if you shoot the mask. Unfortunately, I think there's an enemy right in front of me. That's, yeah. So let's go to this room 212. and see what this is. There's an air conditioner and there's a candlestick, so let's check the candlesticks. Insufficient flame, apparently. But, so we need some kind of fire. Let's check out the air conditioner. Air conditioning unit shut off. So there's a whole puzzle system here. So am I now supposed to shoot this? Yeah. Doesn't seem like there's an item that would interact with this. Okay. I need to zoom in and take out these guys quickly. Let's go back. Well, actually, let's go this way and see what this hallway leads to. Locked from the other side. It's funny, I kind of wouldn't have expected this to really have been this different in its whole movement process if it was going to go around in different directions. I would have just kind of assumed what was going to happen would be a situation where it was always moving from point A to point B in a long straight line that would curve around visually but really just be logically a straight line with no diverting paths. But it's not doing that. In fact, I'm very shocked as to what this game is. And yeah, it's perhaps there should just be better coverage of this game, and this game is just a little too old and a little too niche for people to have covered it, or enough coverage to have been made. Clearly people have covered every game, but not enough people that I was listening to have covered it, and so I never saw any footage of it. Let's talk serious for a second. Heaven smile, they're holy warriors. Shit, ain't that pretty wicked. Warriors who fight with a holy will on their side and use death as a weapon. They target the very dignity of the country itself. But why should you understand the meaning? Shit, you're a killer after all. There's an interesting question here. Are these supposed to be Japanese people? Or are these supposed to be more like American people? When you look at the personas, I kind of would think that this is probably more American people in an American world just because of the prominence of guns that these killers have. And the variety of characters. I wouldn't be surprised if one of the Smiths is Japanese, but I don't think all of them would be. The dark-skinned guy, for instance, probably not Japanese. Please help me. It suddenly disappeared. White light flashed before me. Everything was transparent. So I held his hand. Whose hand was it? Then before I knew it, I was lost again. Please help me. I can't see a thing. Alright. So I guess there's nothing I can really do there as far as what I can think about. It's probably worth mentioning that they that guy was speaking in English, but the audio way it played makes it hard to listen to. Master, we're in a tight spot. A major tight spot. He's here. Yes, him. Master, you can't. You're going to go and kill him? What? Impossible. You're a fool. An incorrigible fool. Impossible. You're sure to fail. You know nothing of his strength. Oh, stupid, stupid master. The mills really fooled you. In the name of the fool. So I don't even remember what the mills are. And I don't know why the game is really trying to discourage you, because I don't know what else you could really do other than just grind through this game. Like, really hard. I have a carrier pigeon, which... Demir, it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, and many thanks for choosing me for the job. My name is Johnny Gagnon, otherwise known as Speedster, and the pigeon, I guess, is named Bianca. I get excited when I slit a guy's throat. I know that may be sick, but I do the best work in town. This is a report on the job. I'm sure you will like what I have to say. I watched him like a hawk. So I think a hefty reward is in order. There are 7 in the Smith Syndicate. Dan Smith, he uses a large caliber revolver. Kanade, I guess it's not Kanade, it's Kaede Smith, who uses a large automatic rifle. Con Smith uses 2 automatic pistols. Mask Day Smith uses grenades. Kevin Smith uses knives. Coyote Smith uses a modified gun. Garcia Smith uses a small pistol. They are an armed force that rivals a small army. You wouldn't want to be on their bad side. In conclusion, it is in the interest of the United States, so we are in the United States, to keep them around. There's no telling when they might come in handy. I'll be contacting you again, Johnny Gagnon. Right. So we obtained a courier memo for doing that. And so we had over here memos, pigeons. And apparently our pigeon is still ill. So, I don't know if I should do anything more. And there's nothing more down that hallway. It does really just kind of play off like there's very little game here, and maybe you just are supposed to play it all the way through multiple times. So now we have 3 serums. Which, what I need to do there, according to the walkthrough, and I kind of agree with it, is that if we are going to run into characters that have
They never notice these kinds of things.
have weak spots, like the replicator, we probably do need a character that can really do a lot. So I would say 3 here would be level this up, and then level this up, and then I don't think you can level this up with just 1 serum. I think it goes 1 serum, then 2 serum for level 2, then 4 serum for level 3, and then, or maybe 3 serum for level 3, and then 4 serum from level 4. Once we have everything up to level 4, this character will be very easy in the early game, and we'll be able to lean on this character to get more serums to upgrade other things. We now have an ability called down attack, also that is unlocked on this character. Finish off a heaven smile crawling on the ground with this downward move, which I'm not sure I could really pull that off. So we'll just be playing as her. There's still no save spot here. It still really isn't worth reading all of this, but we could potentially just skip some of these early tutorial things that we already know. The whole travel mechanic in this game is really just crazy. Like, and I guess if Suda 51 felt the need to remake this game, I would think that he almost certainly would get rid of the travel mechanic in favor of just moving with the left stick. So, you can see the power is not power's not really there compared to Dan, but you do have a zoom that could have been used to try and get more criticals. Noticeably, I don't think any of our characters or personas have a flame, though. So, I'm a little confused as to how I'm supposed to get back to that room. Let's go this way. So we have different colored tops on that. See if we can adjust the control panel here and get to something there. I guess you probably need a key to unlock the control panel. I don't know if I want to take stairs. I'm not sure I really understand. Come on. Yeah, her health is a little too low, though, at this point.
Say it again. I'm a cleaner.
So we just have to go and play as him to recover. I'm not sure I know what the green doors indicate, but I suspect they indicate that well, that sucked. I don't think any thin blood or thick blood is being used to resurrect these characters.
I can feel no remorse from seeing a dead body. To me, it's merely
So like the A team, or the A mashing element there, not the A team, that's something else, seems extra. You have to really push in a direction first. You don't always have a critical shot, so power on this character really is going to have to be upgraded. Old Smith, I sell information, but it's not so simple now. I checked the toilet. It fills with water and goes well with the sprinkler. How can I make it spray? Shoot the mask to hear more. But the mask lost for thick blood. Man, this text is... it's just too much. So green seems... like, there's kind of a great example of screwing up by zooming in. And those critical shots definitely seem like they move around. The toilet has no water. Okay. You kind of can't do anything else here, though. Toilet has no water. Right. There's a lot of stuff in this room, but I don't know how you would interact with any of it. It seems to me like either there are specific personalities should we wait until they walk around here? Let's just go ahead and recover one. Yeah, there's just not like extra doors, and I can't imagine knives or grenades or anything else would open that. So it just kind of seems like what's going to happen here is we're going to come back to this whole area later, unless specific characters have specific abilities to work with fire and it's just not being mentioned. At the very least, we're making a lot more progress here than we had before. And let's go ahead and see if we maybe have enough thick blood to create more serum. It does seem like 30 blood is what you need.
Don't make me say it. Wait here.
I've changed my makeup. Did you notice?
So, power,
They never notice
upgrade.
these kinds of things.
We now have counterattack, which counterattack when a heaven smile leaps towards you. Press X button to counter attack. Interesting. Alright. That definitely is putting you in a better position. So the struggle, which could have been very long, does seem like it is trying to not make it as long. And I assume I can overwrite these 7 save spots, so I don't think this is a case where you only get 7 saves in the entire game. If this was a case where you only get 7 saves in the entire game, then you probably would not have much of a game here. In a funny way, I guess you could probably remake this game and not change too much and just release it on a cell phone. Junctions you've already passed turn blue. Junctions you have not passed are clear. If you get confused, follow the gray to come back. I kind of want to understand the map some more. You mustn't get lost. If you do, use the X button. It'll open up a map. Collect all the soul shells. If you get lost, follow the icon in the name of Harman. So I guess that's really what we are doing here, more than anything else, is we are... Oh yeah, there's a whole map thing here. Okay. So here's the first floor, and everything is marked in green. Here is the second floor, and I think I missed a bunch of stuff because I didn't have a key, and notably it does look like a persona would let me open that. Let's see which persona that would be, though. And then we're on this third floor, or we were on this third floor, and it does look like there's a whole nother persona. What is the thing in the left there? Looks like it's just red paint in a silver can. That's probably blood, but I don't understand how that would work. Right. So, as far as personalities, yeah, it kind of looks like Coyote Smith might be able to unlock the door. Alright. Okay. This gives us an excuse to grind a little bit more and walk backwards a little bit more. We want to just listen to see if anybody's going to make any noise. So it's funny that the hint character doesn't seem like they... Alright. So we'll see if we can switch a coyote here. And see if Coyote can open this door. It's locked from the other side. So maybe this is more of a case where you actually are it doesn't have anything to do with Coyote so much as it has to do with just going around in circles, and that we may come back down the building on this other side. Although if that was the case, you would kind of expect there to be an extra path on the other side of this door, which maybe there is and it's just not being shown. At a certain point, I guess the game kind of feels like it should be like an on-rails arcade shooter experience. Yeah. That feels like that would make more sense. They were talking about the character Camilla that was all in white and then covered in blood for being a traitor, and that really looks more like Kaede. Right. Okay. Insufficient flame. Do we have possibly a single character who might have flame? Guess it just doesn't feel like you would figure this out, though. That a specific character would just have an ability. Maybe you should just spend all your thick blood and then ask for a hint, and maybe it can't steal thick blood from you if you don't have a hint. Like, we have rings and photos now. I don't know what the rings are for. Like, it's fairly obvious that there's a puzzle here, but the first element of it still doesn't make any sense. And it seems weird that you would walk past these rooms this way Hmm. You'd kind of think that there would be a blight growing yellow point if you were supposed to just shoot something. I don't think we really have a lot of blood anyways. So let's go see what the hint says. After we scan. Nope. It's attacking from the other direction. That was dumb. Let's see what he says now. Middle finger up. So you are the worthless loser? What a pitiful existence. I am the true mask, and I shall guide you. The ring of fire and numbers shown on the candlesticks from 1 to 5. Follow the order and ignite the flames. Tomorrow it could be you. Right. So, items, ring. We don't have the ring of fire. But I guess I do now know what I'm supposed to do with it. I guess. Like, I assume we don't have the ring of fire. But we'll get it eventually. And yeah, I don't think that really took anything away from us. And get air conditioner being shut off. Air conditioner power unit on. Ah. So now what? If the air conditioner unit is on, probably would blow out the flames. Okay. I was thinking maybe the air conditioner unit would drop the ring. But obviously that's not gonna happen. This does give me some slight hope, though, for maybe the toilet sprinkler. But after that, like, this harem's room is green, which means I can't save in it. You can see that light. I guess the general idea is you'd want to hit B one more time. To know for certain that there isn't another enemy. So if I had the Ring of Fire, I could probably set the sprinkler off, come to think of it. And then I could flush the toilet. Yeah, I'm getting the idea. It's weird that it all centers around this one Ring of Fire. Interesting. I would have thought they would have respawned there, but they didn't. It'd be funny if we started to get some randomization, but there are also some rooms here where it wouldn't really be believable that they'd want to spawn an enemy that close to you. Well, I have to admit that having just played a game called The Vagrant all the way through and not really enjoying it, and then playing a game called Haiti and not making it all the way through because it had no checkpoint systems and was incredibly difficult, I was getting a little bit afraid here that I was going to have a run of games that I just could not figure out. And the last thing I really want to do is make a realization that I'm potentially just falling apart as far as a video gamer and have lost the ability to play games. And yeah, I was definitely getting a little concerned about that being the situation here, where this game would have proven itself to be too difficult. Too, this little circuitry pattern in the menu, it seems to directly connect to thick blood and thin blood, so that might be an indication of your combos. No. So I guess you are just left with pause screens here. That memo we found, I thought that would have been a carrier pigeon memo too. So yeah, I guess this is where we will pause and end these recordings, is on this screen. I'm very happy to make a decent amount of progress. Now, I'm saying decent amount of progress compared to the first recording. We really haven't beaten the first level, so if this was a game that like surprisingly had 20 levels in it or more and was really, really long, I'd be shocked by that quite a bit, and that would recontextualize certainly how much progress I've made so far. That being said, when we see that Kanade is at power level 2 already and waiver 1, critical 1, and speed 1, and I know that the game is going to get fairly easy at the beginning once we get to critical lock ability, which is I think just a passive assistance, when everything is at level 4, then the game potentially seems like it won't be as difficult as it was. Noticeably also, we haven't run into another replicator that was just throwing enemies at us over and over and over again. Nor have we really run into an enemy that has a certain amount of health and doesn't react to being hit in critical spots or being hit in general. Every other enemy gets staggered backwards or makes a sound when it gets shot. And then, as a wrap up, I also want to mention that there is a gun in Resident Evil 4 called Killer7, and it is named that because of this game being released by Capcom slightly earlier than Resident Evil 4. So I guess that's a bit of trivia. With that, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a bunch of links down below. And if you want to support me further, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and give me a game off my wish list. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.